Hey everybody, I'm going to do some testing today with the 177 air rifle spring action. It is rated for 1200 feet per second with alloy, 1000 feet per second with lead pellets, and what we're going to do is do some dieseling to this. And what I mean by that, we're going to add propellant behind the actual pellet itself. We're going to spray a few drops of this behind the pellet and close the barrel and shoot it. Now we're going to shoot at 10 yards away, and I'll add those shooting clips in because I don't want you guys to sit here and watch me shoot this. But what we're going to do is 3-shot groups, and I'm going to do the left side of the target first, which would be Crossman Destroyer X, and then the right side of the target will be Gamo penetrators. Now the bottom two targets are the ones without the dieseling done to them. The top targets are the targets that have the dieseling to them. Now this gun is not accurate because the scope's not sighted in, so I'll circle the ones once I get down range and basically finish this video. I'll circle the ones that were actually being tested and that were supposed to go with each target. So, and then I'll measure the penetration of the wood. Now I know this dieseling might not affect accuracy that much. It might, who knows? But I know it's supposed to make these air guns even more powerful than what they're rated for. So, you know, if you try this at home, do it at your own risk. I'm not responsible for any damage to your gun or yourself. But this does supposedly increase your air rifle. And there's a lot of rumors saying that just because it makes the pellet crack doesn't mean it's going to do anything to the target, as otherwise it would regularly do with just a pellet and no lube or oil or anything additive. Now, I don't know if it's true or not. I've just been watching a lot of videos and I decided to try it myself. So we're going to go ahead and see what the results were once I get done shooting and showing you the shooting clips. And we're going to see if it actually did any difference. Alrighty everybody, let me roll in those clips and I'll be right back with you with the target and then showing you the penetration. Alright, so we just finished grouping up some down here, 3 shots a piece. The rest of them we're just seeing if I can hit the board. So let's start down here with the pellets that weren't shot with the dieseling effect. Now here you have the 5-shot group with the destroyers from Crossman. Then here's the 5-shot group from the Gamo. So I just decided to do 3 shots up here because they were a lot louder, and that's about the reason why. It sounds like a 22 going off. So anyway, let's go ahead and measure the penetration in this board down here with the pellets that weren't affected. And I'm going to use this 1" and 5/8 screw to stick in the hole that it made, and give you a rough idea how far it's penetrating at a 2x6. So let's start on the left side here, the Crossman Destroyer X. In there pretty good. Alright, so about a 1/4 inch there, a 1/4 inch there, about a 1/4 inch there. That was the Destroyer X on a 2x6, not affected. Now here we have the, like I said, Gamo penetrators. About 3/8, almost to a 1/2 inch in between there. Just depends. These are sticking out pretty good. So that was the farthest penetration on that one. 3/8, almost to a 1/2 inch. Now we're moving on up to the dieseling pellets. Now these 3 right here were the Destroyer FX. I think the reason why they're spread out is because it was shooting so fast it affected the accuracy. So let's see how far they went in. About 3/8 to a 1/2 inch. That one went in pretty far, but I think the edge of the wood's rotten, so I'm going to say about 3/8 to a 1/2 inch. We got another one that's pretty far in here, Destroyer dieseling, 3/8 to 1/2 inch. That's more to the 1/2 inch side. Then we got our Game-O penetrator alloy pellets here. That one's right there. These are not very going farther. They're about 1/4 inch to 3/8. So I'm gonna have to say that the dieseling effect did do its job on the lead pellets. I don't know about these alloys, but yeah, it did help out a little bit. I'm not saying accuracy wise, but penetration. It did do some more penetration, I give it that. So, and then again, like I said, everybody, you know, do this at your own risk to damaging yourself or your gun. You know, you don't want to mess up your seals. Now, if you got a gun that you don't care about, that's totally up to you. I assume no responsibility. The gun I have, I got it real super cheap at Wally World. No big deal if something happens to it. And it's not a gun that I use every day anyway, and it just sits. So, alrighty, guys. Well, I hope this this little video helped. I know there's a lot of better videos out there made by higher end YouTube channels, but I just want to give my take on the dieseling effect. And you know, like I said, all the guys that follow my YouTube channel that are mostly airgun guys, take a look at this video and see what you think, and give it a try out in your air rifles if you decide to. It's going to give you a little more power, like it says, or like it does. If you want that extra penetration, I don't know about accuracy. Now, I'm not promising anything on that, but penetration wise, lead pellets are going to get deeper in whatever you're trying to hit. So alrighty, everybody. Well, I hope you like this video. Please stay tuned in for our channel for newer videos. As always, thank you for watching.